lot of patterns when I was kind of researching the sale and the trends, and I'm like, oh my gosh, sometimes I have look for less and I don't even realize it. And one of the things that I saw a lot of were like puff sleeve tops, and a lot of them were completely eyelet or they had the eyelet sleeves. And when I saw it, the first top that I thought of was this one from Grace Karen, which has been a top seller since we debuted it, I think last month in June. Just such an easy top. We actually paired it with these jeans. I ordered these jeans specifically for the stream, and I'm going to tell you, I love these jeans. These jeans I think would be maybe the must have. I don't know. I struggle with jeans. These are really comfortable, so we'll talk about these. But I have them tucked in to the drawstring waist jeans. You could wear this to work. You could wear it with shorts. You could wear it with dress pants. It comes in different colors. And the thing I like about it, so sometimes with the Grace Karen pieces, I know we've talked about, I think we talked about it the other day, like the dress that had the eyelet bottom. They had a couple different designs of it. Some of them that had the t-shirt material, like this was super stretchy and tight. Not the case with this one. It's kind of blousy. You're gonna have a lot of forgiveness in here. I think you definitely need a tuck in it, otherwise it's gonna kind of just hang on you. Like do a half tuck, full tuck, to really get that chic look. And then you do have the eyelet puff sleeves. Only $14.99. I don't even know. Compared to 2 to 3 times the price on this one elsewhere, it is a great deal. Laura says, I put on an Equar swimsuit that I bought last year. I forgot I bought. Now I'm wishing I had another one in another color. Oh my goodness. I know. I tend to do the same thing too. And I wish I had another colors, but then the thing with me, I never wear everything enough. You know, I have things I actually really like, and I just never wear it enough because I'm always featuring and creating content. And I like to create content with my daily outfits. It makes life easier for me as far as posting reels and everything. So sometimes it's like I have things like I want to wear, but I'm like, oh, I should be wearing this. And which I love everything that I pick out, but that's just sometimes what happens. I get so much new stuff. I don't get to wear things that I really like on repeat a lot of the time. All right, so I actually really like these jeans. Well, we did get a pair of barrel jeans, and I'm going to get promo code haul, I think, on Tuesday. And I got a lot of really good look for less finds, too. That kind of also reminded me of the end sale, but we're going to have promo codes with those. And they're brand new, so I know the barrel jeans are still trending. I actually had to get a different size. I needed to size down the barrel jeans. I got these in a small. These are from Great Pent. We'll tilt the camera down. This is exactly what I purchased. I just got these in the other day. In a size small, I'm also in the classic blue. I will tell you, I was going in between the classic blue and the darkness blue. But the ones that I was, again, we're trying to find those finds, were like a lighter wash. Although I might actually go ahead and buy these in the darkness blue just to have a darker wash for fall. Laura says, I have several swimsuits, so I can rotate them through the week. I just really like the fit on this one. Oh yeah, if you have something you love, especially swimwear, that's tough. Yeah, I don't blame you. Is it unavailable? I know sometimes the brands, they have something for a season, they don't bring it back. All right, so let's take a look at these jeans. So I didn't know what to expect with these jeans, but I really like them. They are so comfortable. So they have a zipper. They have a zipper and a double button. And then they do have like this little ruffle, actually elastic waist, which makes them super comfortable. I mean, they are a drawstring, right? So they have the drawstring here. This drawstring does work. So, you know, I'm terrible with washing drawstrings. When I put these in the washing machine, I'm going to have to remember to tie these. So comfortable all throughout here. Really nice stretch. I love the way that it fits. And I feel like they look so cute back here too. Like not too tight, not too baggy. And then they have a really nice fit in the legs. Really nice fit in the legs. Like they have a wider leg. They are that wider leg. But I feel like they fit nice in here. They're not too baggy. I know as a millennial, we struggle sometimes, right? With the jean trends. I tend to like stuff that is a little bit more fitted, but I would totally wear these. They're like a trouser. I would actually wear these to work, like on a casual Friday, because they don't have any distressing. They have a nice hem on the bottom here. Kind of make them like a trouser jean. You wear them with like a little bit of heels, and they fit really, really nicely. I would even wear these like on a date. I think it looks cute with this top. These are so good. So I think I actually am going to order these in the darker color because I feel like this is something that I'm going to be comfortable wearing. I love those Attella ones. We have the leopard Attella ones. I have those in a couple different washes, but actually these are actually a little bit more comfortable. The other ones don't have as much stretch. These stretch with you. I like to be comfortable. I have to tell you, I'm not a big jeans fan. I would rather wear leggings and dresses over jeans any day, honestly, because I don't know, they're just too tight. They're uncomfortable, like in the inseam, all of that. Like I want to be totally comfortable down there when I'm sitting, moving around, but still look good. And I've struggled with that. That's why I tend to like leggings, dresses, and skirts, even more so than pants. That's why I love the yoga pants, because I'm all about comfort, but looking good at the same time. And these have enough stretch. And like I said, I was really impressed. So I did get the small. They're really cute. These are our #1 clicked product, and they are $41.99. But again, compare to even on a high-end sale price, they're still like, I don't know, $80, $100, $125, $150. And these are really cute. So I love them enough. I think I'm going to get them in a darker wash. And they are forgiving because you have a little bit of the elastic waist with the drawstring, which is nice. I know not everybody likes like elastic waist pull-on jeans. They remind you too much of your grandma growing up. But they had these with the drawstring. These were trending. So we will be sharing the barrel jeans, the wide leg barrel jeans next week. You guys can love them or hate them. Jury's still out for me, but they were all over the place with the trends. So these are awesome. Highly recommend these. One of my favorites. All right, so the other things, I mean, these have always been classic. These are kind of like the Cartier type of bracelets, and now everybody's kind of making their version of it. And they come in a set of 2. I will say it took me a minute to figure out how to get these on and off. So what I'm going to give you a little hint, if I can remember how to do this. You push it down, and then if I could get it, they are a little hard to get on and off. Because I was like, oh my gosh, I'm never going to get these off. There we go. You push it down, and then they clasp together like this. So you're going to want to push down on top of this and then clasp them together like so. So you get a set of 2. I got them in the gold. I love my bracelets. I'm always stacking. I always have all different kinds of bracelets. You know, I have my little gold bangles. I just like these. They look, they look luxe. So they are $16.14. That's how you open them. So when you open the package, don't be like, how am I going to get them open? I actually had to go back to the product page and look at the directions on how to do it. And the directions were still not clear. And then I finally like reread it again. I'm like, oh, because I was pushing up the sides. You had to push it down. So hopefully that'll help you pick those up. They're $16.14. Laura says, I just bought a pair. So these are super inexpensive in comparison, right? Right? I mean, and I think the fit on these is really good. Because I know, like, people, they questions about quality, and I get it. Sometimes Amazon jeans really can be hit or miss, and sometimes I'll wear them just because I like them or they're comfortable. But sometimes they can be hit or miss. The Atellaware ones I wear a ton, like the leopard ones we have in the carousel today. And then I think these are going to be on rotation. And I will say I like those other no, they're not. They're the Genlec wide leg jeans. But these are our #1 clicked product, or the drawstring jeans right now. All right, the other thing that we got that is, again, look for less in a variety of different ways. Like even like high end, like they're not designer, right? Like where you have like a fashion house, but they're a higher end brand. They'll even make a look for less of like the fashion house designer. So this is what this is. This is like the Clover is very LV, Louis Vuitton, but then we have like higher end brands that decide to make their own look for less. So we have the look for less here with this Clover necklace, and the mother of pearl is the only one that's on deal of the day for $17.67. So you do have the ability to adjust this. As you can see, you have the iridescent mother of pearl. It looks really pretty. You can layer it. I think it looks perfect with this top. Wear it on its own, layer it with your other necklaces, and this one can be a little bit longer. Let's see. I have a little bit when I fasten, so I didn't use my magnets, but I have a little bit give there. So you can actually get this just a tad longer. But this is one I wear a lot too. And I have like a little locket that I like to layer with this as well. So you can intermix with some of your higher end pieces or your other layering necklaces. I love my layering necklaces. I was always a statement necklace girl, and I was like, I don't think I can ever get into like this minimalistic layering necklaces. Oh, I just layer a lot, and I have a lot of fun with them. And I just have so much fun with the different designs. So that's a really good one too for $17.67. We have Lawrence following. Hey, Lawrence, thanks for the follow. So glad you're here today. Welcome to the show. Okay, I forgot to grab my watch out of my watch box. So let me do that. I've had this watch for a while, and I'll be honest with you, I haven't worn this watch for a while because I don't think about this watch until we have the sale where we're shopping these expensive brands. And I will say, I probably really need to take this to a jeweler. I would probably wear this a lot more. I just need to get the links out. That's the problem. It's way too big on me. But this actually, when I first became an Amazon creator, this was one of our top selling products, I think of like 2021, was this watch. $68.39. It definitely resembles a lot of like the $1,000 watches. It has like the nice encrusted rhinestones. I think you could get this in different metals too. $68.39. Just a little big on me. That's why I need to just take it somewhere. So just know, it might, if you have small wrists, it's going to be a little big. But look at that stack. You're getting the look for less. Nobody's going to know. Nobody will know. And it's a beautiful stack. And I will intermix some of my other like layering bracelets. It just depends on the look. But this looks so luxe. $68.39. Definitely one of our best sellers. And that is an awesome one as well. I have it in the gold. And I think you can get it in, let's see, the rose gold is sold out, but you can get the silver, and the gold is a little bit delayed, July 28th or 29th. But hey, if you want to save like $900, might as well get that one. All right, so this originally reminded me of like a Celine bag, but there's actually another brand that came out with their version of the bag, and this is the one that I have. This is the large. There's also a medium size, $42.99. It is a vegan leather. It is actually really soft and luxe. Feels really nice. Does not feel like super cheap, right? I mean, you can tell it's not leather, but it has like a really soft and supple feel. You have the nice little buckles here. And I will say, I always tend to have a lot in my bags. So these, when I carry it, that's my only thing, the downside with this one. You have these little buttons. You have these little buttons here on the inside to create this little snatched look on either side. Sometimes if I have a lot of stuff in it and I'm carrying it like this rather than putting it on my shoulder, those will come undone. But then you also have the security magnetic clasp in here as well. And it's really nice. So this is selling quickly, $42.99. That is the large. It does come in a smaller size with the medium. And then you can also grab this. I have the caramel brown. You can grab it in a taupe and the black. And it looks like the black is sold out in the large, but you can grab it in the medium. I think the difference in size is just going to be like the height. I feel like the medium definitely looks shorter. And this is definitely a big tote. Like, I don't think you can fit a laptop in here necessarily, but it is a good like bag for every day, for the office, for work. I mean, you have plenty of room for all your makeup, any toiletries, wallets, anything like that. If you like a bigger bag, this is a nice one. $42.99 for that tote. And I've actually been carrying that quite a bit. Or like I said, if you guys have questions, pop it down in the chat. We are just kind of quickly going on through everything. I have a lot of shoes. And like I said, I have so much. We're going to be sharing more, like as we get more fall things in. I just know we're going to have these types of pieces. So if you like, look for less. All right, let's take a look at a few shoes. I know we've talked about these crochet ones from Kuko quite a bit, but again, I was astonished. I didn't even realize these were look for less. I just like them. And then I was like, oh wow, there's like more expensive ones out there that have this crochet look. So we've talked about these a lot. I think these might be one of our better selling sandals. So if you're not really quite ready for fall, like I said, we do have some nice summer shoes. So these are a nice espadrille slide with a little bit of a cork. Then you have the really pretty crochet crossband straps there for $36.78. Normally $46.99. Again, compare to prices that are going to be 2 to 3 times the amount, even on a higher end retailer sale. Okay, I'm gonna just keep going through here. I might change it up and start talking about other things outside of shoes, but it was just kind of how the whole stream came together. So, okay, let's take a look at these ankle boots from Kutco. I've had these for a while too. We have a couple different types of ankle boots. So these are more of your traditional kind with the sock booty. I really like these with sweater dresses and skirts, especially if they're like a midi style, because I like the fact that they're a little thinner at the ankles. Like sometimes with boots, if I have one of my other examples here, if they're just like kind of cut across the top, sometimes they look a little weird. So these, I like this having a thinner leg. are thinner ankle. They have a nice stacked heel. I've had these for a couple years. I reach for these quite often. They also look nice with jeans. Like if I was gonna wear them with these jeans, because they're a little bit fitted here, jeans, flare leg, straight leg, wide leg, boot cut, fit really nicely over these. And then you have the nice little pointed toe sticking out as well, which is why I like to wear these. So I'm size 7.5 in these. They fit true to size, and these are $43.98. All right, let's talk about a couple of our other boots. We'll come back around to those other sandals. But speaking of boots, I really like these. I wore these a lot too, but they are a little bit of a different style. If I can find them here. Are these. So just to compare, I mean, these look cute with like tights and sweater dresses too. And they also look good with boots. But as you can see the difference in the ankle. But I wear these a lot. I mean, these are like a classic boot, but these are good quality for the price. You don't have to spend a ton of money and you're still gonna get the look. Nobody's gonna really know. And these are $36.99, $44.99. Normally they're 18% off. Different colors are available. I wear this brown quite often. And then if you're looking for a pair of knee-high boots, I have a lot of boots. If you want to check out my dream pairs and my shoe list on my storefront, I have a lot more. I just kind of selected a few that I felt emulated some of the higher price points the best. But these are really, really cute. They have the suede feel, the nice point, the block heel, the zipper. And then I kind of feel like everybody has like a nice like sand or camel boot like this to also wear with your shorter fall skirts and your dresses. So these are $45.99. When you think about it for boots, great price point. If you don't want the beige, they do come in that camel, which is popular, or an apricot, which is more of like a khaki. I would say this is like a sand in the apricot. Then you can get the sand for the beige. You can get the camel for the apricot, the khaki for the apricot, and then you can get the camel, which is more of like that darker beige. Also available in black as well. So $45.99, 13% off the $52.99 price. And these are, like I said, I'm in a size 7.5, and they are true to size. Phrases, what am I talking down? Everything I'm like positive and love. So $45.99, normally $52.99. They're 13% off today. Okay. Let's see here. And for instance, I've been streaming for like 4 years here. So very familiar with the products. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at these little bags here too. So I'm waiting for one to come in. So once it comes in, we'll be able to share that, but I'm waiting for it because it's going to take a little bit longer. I kind of got one that was a really nice look for less find from, that has like that, like the pliage, what is it called? I can't even think of I'm blanking on the name. But these are just kind of like a cute little cosmetic bag. I just thought they were kind of fun if you're looking for like a pencil bag or cosmetic bag to put in your work tote. These are so cute. But we have like the little mini bag. But when that comes in, we'll share in one of our streams. But look how cute these are. They are like a nylon, so they're going to be very durable for your makeup, your pens or pencils, and they definitely have that cute little look. And these are super affordable too. They are $8.99 with the nice little zipper. So many different colors. There's the pink. There's the purple. And these are nice because you can kind of give them away. I know I'm always in need of a new makeup bag. And when we do our little educator teacher stream, we'll kind of throw these in with our little bags because I thought these would be nice for like, again, pens, pencils, erasers. There's the black. And that's a really good price point too. That is $8.99 for the total of 5 bags with this one. All right. Let's see here. Moving along. I don't want to look at that anymore, so I'm going to delete that. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at this pajama set here too. So this is a great one. This classic set. Like I said, my pajama drawer is always a mess, but if you're looking for a classic PJ set, this one here that you have with the contrast trim, the solid colors, this again, I feel like is a classic, like designer inspired find. $28.99. There is a 15% clickable coupon on this too. So let me type that in the chat so you guys can click through there. I am in a size small in the navy blue. Oh, maybe these are a little bit different. They're slightly different, but they are similar with the contrast trim. I know, I don't know. I just kind of got sick of looking at it. I didn't want that to be the last thing in the chat. I don't know. I mean, I thought I was being like super positive, but you have people, they always like, they want to try to mess you up, right? That's what they're there for, to kind of like throw you off your game. And like, I've been doing this for so long, like, yeah, no. Oh, you're fine. I'm like, what was I saying? I was like, I'm like, what was I saying? That was so negative. Everything was talking about how great of a deal this is. Why spend a ton of money when you can come to Amazon? That's what Amazon's all about, is finding the amazing, that's what it's about, finding the amazing deals. So, okay, there's the pajamas. And believe it or not, the other thing I was so surprised when I was kind of like doing my searching was the amount of nightgowns. So I was like, these look like my Equar nightgowns. So I threw those in the carousel as well. But since we're talking about PJs, we'll come back around to the other shoes. Since we're talking about the PJs and the comfy shoes and boots, let's go ahead and take a look at these. So I was actually over at my storage unit the other day. What did I do with these? And I brought a few things over. So again, these were one of our best sellers. These are trending. $52.99. No, it's like, wow, it's July. Do we really want to think about this? Yeah, I mean, I'm not even really pulling these out until like December or January, but hey, we got them here with the Sherpa detail, the higher boot. These are really comfortable. Plus they have the platform. Wore these a ton in the winter last year. They held up, super durable, and they're available in other colors. $52.99, normally $65.99. And again, compare to the higher end price of whatever, $100, $200. All right, so I got two pairs of slippers. I have the Dream pairs and I have the Deer foams. The Deer foams I got for the Prime Day sale, and I've had the Dream pairs for a while. The Deer foams are going to be slightly more expensive. There is a little bit of a difference. I mean, the Dream pairs are nice. The Deer foams, you know, you're going to get a little bit more. So it just depends on what price point you want to spend. But here's the Dream pairs. So again, they have like that classic slipper look with the Sherpa, super comfy and cozy, $22.99. And then we do have the Deer foams, which I would say they definitely have more cushiness and more Sherpa. And you can kind of see the difference. $46.99, and then $22.99. Oh, Francis is still here. Francis is still, I'm glad you picked up the necklace and you found something that you liked. It is a great necklace. This has been one of our top sellers. So you can see the difference. So these are $20 less. I didn't even really realize there was a difference, but still, compared to whatever, the $98, $100, whatever price point for these slippers, these are really cushy and comfortable. So $46.99 for those. All right, so those, again, great look for less. You guys all kind of know what these look like. These are the UGG inspired slippers. And then we also have, let's see here. We also have the Birkenstock inspired buckle slides. And I picked up the Deer foams ones with the faux fur on it, which are really cute. So let's take a look at these buckle slides. These have been a top seller all summer long. And then these were also part of that look for less find. They're really cushy. These are great for the wide leg, for the wider foot, in my opinion, because I feel like your foot lays really flat. As we've been saying, every time we show these, like this functional aesthetic find with the buckles, we're kind of like, all the designers kind of took that and made it chic for this year. So They have the nice treads on the bottom. What I really like about these too is what I think elevates these is that they have like a nice little rose gold burnished buckle on these as well. So again, great look for less fine. Again, $21.99. Again, compare to the higher end price. You're getting the deal here on Amazon. These were a part of the sale. And then we also have the deer foams. I picked these up because I had a different pair, the Fattori, which I wore so much for many years. I actually probably need to get a new pair, but I decided to do the deer foams this time around. So I picked those up. Let's go ahead and take a look at these. These are brand new. Where'd they go? I got a lot of shoe boxes over here. We got the Fireside by Deer Foams. It's like the Arizona Big Buckle. Look at it. Look at the Sherpa and the cushiness. I mean, these are really nice quality. $44. So again, I mean, comparable to a lot of our other stuff we feature, because we know we always feature a lot of really great deals here on Amazon. These might be slightly more expensive, but again, compared to the higher end brand, you're saving like at least $100. So let's try them on, because I actually just got these in. I haven't even tried them on yet. I'm all about the look. Sometimes I'll take it over the comfort. These are really cute, you guys. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'll tilt the camera guy down so you guys can see. So they are like a slipper, but you know, this is what people are wearing with like their jeans, their leggings, shorts even. Zoe is sniffing the faux fur. Look at that. I like how the little Sherpa kind of peeks out there. I think these are like really good quality, you guys. So cute. They also have like the nice gold buckle. They're so comfy and cozy. These are nice for like fall, like early fall before it gets super, super cold. I mean, obviously it's a little early to be wearing these in July, right? But like September, October rolls around, maybe you have kind of a warm day where you can wear a sandal, but you want a little bit of coziness. These are cute. $44 for those. And those also come in different colors. Let's see. And I think these are going quick. Last time I checked, I felt like there might be limited stock. So they start at size 6, go to size 10. I'm in the chestnut. You can grab them in the leopard or the black, but I feel like the chestnut is my favorite color in those. Okay, let's finish talking about pajamas and nightgowns, and then we'll circle back around to the front of the carousel and talk more about the other shoes. But since we're talking about cozy finds, let's take a look at the nightgowns. So like I said, I was surprised. I was like browsing through, trying to like, okay, what are the trends? What's a hot seller? What are some of the look for less things? And like I said, I feel like I have so much that's look for less. But let me see here. Where did it go? These little nightgowns with like the little like shoulder detail like that were everywhere. So I linked up all 3. I can't find the other one. Like I said, I might need to clean out my pajama drawer. So here's the shorter version. I have it linked up in the pink. It's the same one. This has the cute little crochet detail with the buttons, and it is shorter. It's great for like after you get out of the shower, you just pop this on, get ready. Also reminds you if you're taking a shower at night, you're all clean, you're going downstairs, you're going to watch TV, head to bed right after. This is a good one. So again, compare. This one's only $17.99, normally $19.99. Compared to the higher end prices, this is a look for less. Laura says, I just sent those to my 20-year-old to see if she likes the Sherpa sandal. I know, I like them. Super cozy and cute. Like I said, I had the Fattori pair for a while. Then here's the longer one. This is the one that's disappeared somewhere. So this one's definitely longer. Again, has like that same similar style. Super affordable for $19.99. I'm in a size small. And then we have the paw print nightgown here, which is really cute. Again, similar style. Oh, I have this one. This comes in different prints. You know me, I love my dogs. So this one has the paw print. This one has the paw print on there. Look at that if you're a dog or a fur mom or cat mom. How cute is that one? This one's a little shorter too. Different prints are available. And that one is $16.99 for this one. So look at those price points. Laura says, I love my Equar nightgowns. I know I do too. I do too. They're so soft. They wash so nicely. I put them in with my towels on hot cycle, and then I put them in the dryer. And honestly, I've had ones that I wear all the time and they hold up. So when you're thinking, oh, $16.99, like I'm not gonna, it's not gonna be good quality. No, you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised how much compliments I get on my Amazon fashion and my clothing, and people don't even know. Once you start shopping Amazon fashion, you'll never go back. Okay, let's circle back around to the front here. Okay, we talked about this Kuko sandals. So let's take a look at these. I never even really realized that these options were a look for less until I really started researching a little bit more. Sometimes I do get stuck in my Amazon world, which is why I have to go out and do some research. But I just always like the look of these. I figured that these would be popular. The style has been around. But again, couple different versions. Like I said, these are more inspired. They kind of have the feel or the vibe of a more expensive sandal. So these have the cute like two-tone foam, a little bit of the espadrille here with the suede. We also have the ankle strap with the slide across, and then we have the really cute shark teeth at the bottom. So this comes in different colors. Your two-tone here on the bottom is gonna vary based on what overall color that you get, but I love the black. These look cute with shorts. They look cute with like a cute little, denim skirt, just casual, but a little bit more of like an elevated casual look, a little bit better than your typical slide or your flip-flop if you want more of that elevated look. I also feel like you could make these business casual if you want to too. They're super comfortable. I'm size 7.5. Laura goes, she confirmed that they are cute. Oh, good. I'm glad. It's always helpful to get feedback on what I pick. Sometimes I know not everything's a win. So $34.99. Joseph, hey Joseph. Yeah, these are, so Tom's had similar styles to these two. These are $29.99. So like I said, if you're not really ready for fall, we do have some nice summer sandals. Let's take a look at these. These also have the two-tone foam with the straps and the cork. And I like these a lot too. $28.99. These are on Lightning Deal. I didn't even realize that because I can't see Lightning Deals all the time. But Lightning Deals. So we only have, let's see here, 5 hours and 10 minutes left for this Lightning Deal. So make sure you take advantage of that. $28.99. Again, compare. I think these are like $60, $70. These are like great fall transition shoes. Maybe not the white. I mean, I know I'm like traditional. I don't really like to do a ton of white after Labor Day, which we still have over a month. But yeah, really lightweight, love the foam. And those are $29.99. Kristen goes, I think I need to buy more hangers. Kristen, do you need me to put hangers in the carousel? I can go ahead and pop those in there. Kristen goes, I have those, but the name brand because I carry my size. I know. Dream Pairs, I will say, they do have the size 5 and 5.5. I do not understand why some have the 5 and the 5.5. But they are a good look for less. Like I said, I never even realized that they were a look for less. All right, and then the clear heels. I saw several different versions of the clear heels, and personally, I like these best. We talked about these last week too. I like these best because, let's see if I can find them. I got a mess of boxes here. I really liked the heel on these. I kind of liked the cylinder heel. It's a little bit different than a traditional black heel. I just like that. I feel like it looks abstract, it looks artistic, it looks fashionable. You also get the support plus the height and a unique look. Plus you have the two little clear straps. So like I said, a lot of clear heels. These are great for the rest of summer. These are $26.99. Kristen goes, sometimes with my size, I don't get to choose look for less. I know. I will say I am thankful I'm a 7.5, but sometimes 7.5 can be a problem because I feel like they tend to sell out a lot. So like when I'm picking out stuff, sometimes I don't always get like the color of my choice sometimes. So, but $26.99 for these, and I love those too. Okay, let's see here. We talked about the PJs, the boots, the nightgown. Okay, let's talk about these Nordivate because these kind of have an inspired look from more expensive brands. Let's take a look. I have these in two colors. So I have these in the pink, again for $59.99. So again, compare with a little cloud feel at the bottom. I would say I probably wouldn't work out in these. These are more for fashion. They're a little heavy for me for working out. I will say I'm an Asics girl when it comes to working out. I've tried some of these other ones. They're good for like maybe taking a walk, walking around the neighborhood, being on my feet. But like for a workout, I still like my Asics. But for that cute athleisure look for less, when I'm just doing errands, running around, maybe even just doing things around the house, or even taking a walk in the neighborhood, I'm fine with these, being on my feet. But for like a workout, I'm a little bit more particular about that. I will say these are a little heavy, but they are cute. So here's the blush pink. So again, compared to the $100, 100 plus, I don't even know the price points off the top of my head. Or you can get these gray ones. Also, other colors are available. These are the colors that I picked. They are true to size. Had something on the bottom there. I was like, what is that? Hopefully I didn't step in anything from the dogs when I went outside. These are the gray. Also size 7.5 in those as well. Okay, let's talk a little bit more fashion. So I will say, all I'm seeing everywhere again are these types of sheath dresses. The ones with like the Chanel feel, the contrast trim, these professional sheath dresses. I think we're gonna get a lot more in that's new as we head into the fall season. But if you still have these styles from last year, I think you're still gonna be in luck. But this professional office wear, tailored office wear, so cute. And again, like a lot with that contrast trim, the buttons. So you could still wear those because I saw those everywhere. But thought I'd link this one up because it's the best one for a fall transition with a 3/4 length sleeve. It's not short sleeve, it's not a tank top style, but it's not completely winterish or a sweater-like material. Does have a suiting type feel. Reminds me of a blazer, reminds me of dress pants, a little bit of stretch, zips up in the back. Like I said, super tailored. It comes with the little belt buckle here in the front. Perfectly for the office, super professional. Other colors are available. And this is $39.19. And it is available, let's see here, 18 different colors. So if you don't like the red, you can get it in your classic black, all your classic neutrals, and they have some different color options as well. So I just saw different styles of these, similar styles of these all over. So those are still gonna be on trend for our office gals. Shelly's following. Hey Shelly, thanks for the follows. So glad you're here today. Welcome to the show. I forgot to grab the sweatshirts. We might have to come back around to this one. I think I have it in my other closet. And this kind of it's just reminded me of the vibe of a sweatshirt that I saw. So we'll come back around to that. Chris says, I know I ordered a bunch of hangers. I think it's been a while though. I think I've had a few of them break on me in the past couple months. Oh no, I know. Sometimes that happens. Or I lose the hook from it. Okay, so I saw like a million different versions of this trench coat. So this trench coat that I have from Orolay that I've had for a few years, I think really was more Burberry inspired. But then everybody's got like a version of the double-breasted trench coat that are all really, really similar. So I will say this one is probably maybe not super, super look for less, but compared to some of the other price points that might be like $150, because coats are expensive, I still feel like this is a savings. And especially if you compare to like the designer houses, right? This is gonna be a good deal. So we have the double-breasted style with the buttons here. And then I'm mad at myself. I did this to myself because I'm always like shoving everything in my closet. I was talking to my mom about it the other day. I'm like, I just shove it in there and like close the door. So it was me. I closed the door on the strap here and broke the little turquoise or the tortoiseshell buckle on this one. That was my fault. But this is perfect. I love a trench coat in the fall. I wear it a ton. It comes with this nice belt, which again, all of these had this version of the belt with the rectangle. Just kind of like slide it on through. My little buckle in there is lost somewhere. You slide it on through. Really chic style, very classic, nice quality. It's longer. You can get it in the different colors, but like I said, this khaki was the one that I was seeing everywhere for $99. $99. We have Colleen following. Hello, Colleen. Thanks for the follow. Laura says, I have that Orolay winter parka that everyone got a couple years ago. It's the warmest coat out. Oh, I know. I love Orolay. Usually I always feature Orolay for Prime Day. I guess I didn't this year. Every time there's a big sale, I know I have all of them. I have the Sherpa. I have the trench. I have the original, the Amazon coat. I have a hooded one. I have the cropped one. So Orolay is a nice product. So this is like their trench. They have a couple different versions of this. Orolay does, but this was my pick, especially with the belt. So that is, like I said, $99.99. So again, a little bit more expensive, but compared to higher end coat, it's still a great price point. All right, so my shoes, my colors that I have in this pair of shoes sold out. We talked about these a ton. We had those promo codes a little while ago for the silver and the blue. There are some colors available. This retro vintage sneaker also everywhere. Again, if you want the savings, grab the green pairs one for that look for less. If I can find them in here. I have a mess on my hands of boxes. All right, so this color is sold out. I have the light blue linked up. They definitely have an Adidas look. I mean, I don't know. There was a ton of vintage style sneakers like this. So you can't go wrong wearing these with your jeans, your leggings, your yoga pants, whatever for that casual look. I also kind of really like these. Like one of the things we're going to style with our teacher stream that we do are some of my like ankle length Grace Karen pants and styling them with a cute little lower sneaker like this. Very chic looking with like a cute little top on top. So like I said, this particular color sold out, but it is the same shoe. Have it linked up there in the light blue, only $39.99. I know, I think these are new. I was gonna say, I think they have some new colors. So that's the white blue. They still have the red available, at least in my size. This is the white purple. That's only available in a 7. And then, so it looks like some of the original colors that I have are sold out. But then you can get those as well as the silver shoes too. And these are sold out, which I'm sad because the silver shoes I saw during the sale as well. So $39.99. And add to cart. I know, I was thinking, I think I need those light blue ones too. Those those could actually look really cute with these jeans, especially if you get like the lighter wash. I think that would be a good pairing. Okay, so I also saw a bunch of these basics. I haven't really talked about this top very much this year. I talked about a different version of it, the black one that had like the asymmetrical hem. But this actually was one of our best sellers, was this cute little mock neck. I have it linked up in the green. I have it in the light blue, $19.99. Whoops, what did I do here? Here we go. $19.99. Just saw like these high mock neck tops, styling it with like, again, your denim, your dress pants. You can layer this under a cardigan or a blazer as the seasons get cooler. They're nice to wear now with jeans, dress pants. This one is a little super stretchy. I will say it's super stretchy compared to the other one. This one's a little tighter though, like a little tighter around the neck and a little bit of a thicker material. And it's going to be a little tighter through here. We do have the one with the asymmetrical hem that I didn't include. I was debating, but since it's not really technically the look for less, that was in our stream from last week. So you can check that out. But $19.99 for this one. Different colors are available. Oh, we do have a promo code for 5%. Let me see if I can add this in here. Plus a 5% coupon. So you can save up to 10% if you add the promo code and the coupon. So let's see here. Oh, yeah, I can. Okay, let's see if we can save that. So I did link up the 5% code. There's also a coupon. I think you should be able to claim both of them for an additional 10%. So it should bring you down to $17.99 for that top. Okay, also, these sandals, a bunch of different variations of these sandals available, and they actually sent me white too. So we talked about these during Prime Day. I have these in white. As well, here's the new white pair. I just got these and I didn't even realize that I was going to get the white. I haven't even tried them on yet. So here's the white. You can see a little bit of the better design. Plus you have the really nice croco on the sole. Very high-end looking. So there's the white. Compared to the pair that I have linked up. For the rattan color. Maybe these are different. Hold on a second. I thought they were the same. They might be different. Let me see. I might have to link the white ones in here. Let's see here. Yeah, they are different. Hold on. So these are the rattan ones, which I like how these look too, but then I have these. Okay, I'm gonna have to look into why I got those, but I got them. So let's see here. Let's see. 3 pairs. White slides. And then I'll see if I can add them to the cart if I can find them. Let's see here. Look a little different. Those might be brand new. Maybe that's why I got those. So I might not be able to link them yet. Because those actually, I think, are a good look for less options too. Here they are. Ooh, okay, we're going to link these up because they're only $16.99. It looks like it's a little bit of a delayed shipping date, but let me add them in. Give me 1 second. Here we go. Okay. These are new. I like having new stuff. Who doesn't like having new stuff? I love having new stuff. Okay. Okay, I just added them in there. So let's compare because they are different. So these are the ones, these slides, the first slides I have with like the more of like the raffia look to these for $25.99. They're similar styles and they both look high end. So here's these $25.99. You can get these in different colors too. These just have more of like that textured weave on them. And then I just got these in. Obsessively Organics here. Hey, yes they are. Yes, they are over here taking a nap. They're both tired. Here, and here's these $16.99, you guys, 43% off. Yes, I know which ones you're talking about. Look at the price, but these are selling out though. I don't think we have a lot in stock. So 7 size, and the white, it looks like size 7, 8, 9, 9.5, 10, and 11 are available. You can get these in brown for 8, 9, 9.5, 11, and 12, because sometimes I can get away with an 8. These are available in silver in all sizes except for 6 and 9. And then we have the black available in all sizes except for the 12. And let's see here. Are they all about the same price point? Yeah, some of them are $15.99. So that is a great deal. Both of these are a really good look for less if you like an elevated sandal or slide. I'm glad I realized that these are different. I thought that they were the same. I didn't really look close enough. So check out those look for less finds. If you have the name brand one, you can always get a different color. I honestly thought you held up the wrong shoe. No, these are dream pairs. Look at that, dream pairs. So $16.99 for those, and you guys are loving those. Okay. Also saw like a version of, so I have the short sleeve sweater in a bunch of different prints. And I will tell you, the black with the white trim or the white with the black trim are going to be more of your look for less find. But you can get it in different colors. Let me see if I can find it here. But the black and the white is more of what I was seeing. More of the solid color. So I just pulled this one and linked this one up. Again, this is a great fall transition piece. Great for back to school. Is because it is a knit, like a sweater knit material, but you have the short sleeve, so it's kind of nice as the weather cools down, but it's not too heavy. Crew neck. It's also got the banded bottom. I tucked mine in there. Those are the other colors and prints available. But this is a good option. It would also look really pretty with the necklace. $19.99 for this. Great price point on that. These leopard jeans were trending last year, and they were also part of our higher end look. So let me see if I can find these here. Here I am wearing the leopard jeans. I really like the Atello jeans too. And I have these jeans and 2 other washes as well that were also very similar to some of the cuts that we saw during the sale. What did I do with these? I know I have them here somewhere. I got a mess on my hands. Where did they go? Let's see here. Maybe I left them in my, maybe I left them. Hold on, maybe I left them in my bedroom. Hold on. I don't know. They disappeared or they're buried. They disappeared or they're buried. But these jeans fit really good. Love the leopard. Great price point. The washes are good. They look really good on. They fit nicely in the hips, the behind. They have a little bit of a wider leg. Look great with heels. I think I'm in a $33.99 for those. We have Leslie in the chat. Hey, Leslie, welcome to the show. So glad you're here. Happy Sunday. Thanks for joining us today. Also, I have a lot of Look for Less sunglasses. And I don't know, they all kind of look the same. But I didn't link these Shield ones up because I felt like I had saw some that were similar to this. There is a 10% code on the product page for these. I could not link that up. So you should be able to save an additional $2 on these. Grab them for $17.99. These remind me of like the sunglasses Lady Gaga had on her Fame album years ago. I wear these a lot. One of my favorites. And then of course, you know, these are also a good Look for Less, part of the sale are the Pin Spark Free People. I will tell you, I have a couple different versions of these. And after really wearing these this summer for working out, truly, I'm going to tell you, I like this one that I linked up the best. I have the ones with the built-in biker shorts. I actually prefer the built-in mesh bikini for working out because I tell you the biker shorts ride up on me and I'm constantly pulling them down from when I'm getting up and sitting. These fit more of like a bikini bottom with the mesh built in here, which is a little bit more comfortable for me for working out. Whatever reason, like the biker shorts just keep riding up and they're a little bit more uncomfortable. So that's what I've learned for working out for me. Probably on a day-to-day basis are fine, but I like the built-in mesh. They have that wide elastic waist and I think these are a little bit shorter. So I have them in both the yellow and the black. So again, that price point, still going to be a good price point on those. And tons of colors are available. Those are $22.99. And I got to get a Pin Spark half a zip set. I do not have a Pin Spark half zip set. I do have one. I don't think it's in stock anymore. So as we head into the fall, I'll have to get some Pin Spark ones. But I did see a lot of styles similar to this, where you're having just a basic looser cap sleeve top paired with your looser ankle weight jogger pants everywhere. I think it looks really chic, especially in the beige color. And this is only $19.99. I feel like that price point, like maybe even better than some of the price points we featured. I think that might be like, I gotta look here, it's 46% off. I feel like that might be, let's see, is that the lowest price in 30 days? Let me go to my stream. Hold on, I gotta click through and see if it is the best price point in 30 days. It is. That's better than a Prime Day deal. $19.99. You can get the black and the army green for $18. Oh, a lot of them are $18.49 or $19.99. And you're getting both pieces. You're getting the cute little cap sleeve top and the pants. So that's like $10 a piece. Some cases like $9 and change. $9 and like 25 cents a piece. And you can mix and match. Wear them on its own. As the weather cools down, you can still wear the pants. But maybe wear a different top. They're so soft, really comfortable on, really chic. Elastic waist with a drawstring. We have pockets and different colors are available. That is an awesome price. So if you have this set, maybe pick it up in another color, or if you've been eyeing the set and you haven't picked it up, that is going to be one of your best price points. I mean, that's the time of year we're getting to like summer clearance. So some of this stuff is going to be really discounted. Kristen says, I bought that set in gray, might need another color. Yeah, with that price point, I definitely don't think you can beat it. All right, here. I think I have to find two things I forgot to grab. The sweatshirt. Is that the only thing? The sweatshirt? Yeah, I think. Sweatshirt. Okay. I'll go grab the sweatshirt real quick and we can pop that on, and then we will answer questions and then recap our top 3 clicked products of the stream. Like I said, this is just when I saw a certain sweatshirt as part of the sale, I automatically thought of this one. It's just more of like the vibe or an inspired look. So I think it's in my other closet. So hold on one second. Okay, here it is. So just with the navy blue colors and the like large varsity graphic reminded me of one of the more expensive sweatshirts there. $24.99. I did get a medium, so it is already made to be oversized, but I sized up even one more size. Sorry, I'm losing my video here. I'm like, where did I go? I sized up one more size to make it even more oversized. So it's nice and cozy. You don't need to because it's supposed to be a little bit, but I wanted it super oversized. So cute with biker shorts, super soft. And that is $24.99. Man, my stomach is growling. I think it's almost time to eat, you guys. All right, so we've gone through everything today. So before we end the stream, if you guys have questions, feel free to let me know. Pop your questions down in the chat. Also, if you have your guesses for what you think the top 3 clicked products are, go ahead and put those guesses in the chat right now. And then we'll go from there. So if you enjoyed the stream, you love Look for Less, we're going to do a home one. We're going to have some home Look for Less. I have rugs, new arrivals, just a bunch of home stuff I've purchased lately. But we're going to do that either at the end of the month or early August, just because I'm waiting for a few things. I want to film a couple things too. I still have to get the rugs out. So we have that. We're going to have new arrivals with promo codes, I think on Tuesday. Don't know if I'll be doing deals tomorrow. That'll be a game time decision. I will be on Govee Life Wednesday at 10 p.m. And the next weekend, we are going to do Save or Splurge kitchen appliances. It's going to be kind of fun. So you're going to want to tune into that. And then on Sunday, we are going to do, what are we doing on Sunday? Grace Karen try-on. Then we have our Scarlet Darkness Summer Ween. And those are all the things that for sure we'll be doing by the end of the month. But we might squeeze a few other things in there. I think I'm going to save the teacher educator outfits for the first weekend of August. So if that all sounds like stuff that you love, we also do deals, pet products. As we head into fall, you're going to see a lot of fall fashion, fall preview, Halloween, fall decor. Make sure you tune in. No problem, Obsessively Organic. When is the houseware show? It just depends on when I get everything in. So, like I said, it'll probably be the end of July, early August is what I think. 'Cause like I said, I have 2 rugs I need to put out. I actually ordered a few things today. And I need to film my dad. We bought something for the yard, and I'm hoping he comes over tomorrow because I want to film it and include that. And then I'll kind of round it out. So it'll be coming up. It'll be like at the very latest early August, but we are going to be doing some fall decor probably mid-August. I started ordering some stuff for fall. So just stay tuned from that. Just stay tuned. All right, anybody have guesses for the top 3 products today? I think this is going to be really tough. I'm scrolling through here. No problem. Yeah, just make sure you have those notifications turned on. And usually it'll show you the title, so you'll be able to know which one it is. Okay, Leslie's guessing the tank, the 5-piece bags, the 2-piece set, and the glasses. All right, I'm scrolling through here. Let me see. I think this might be tough. Okay, know what number 1 is. I know what number 2 is, and I think I know what number 3 is. Let me just make sure. Okay, here we go. If nobody's got any other guesses, we are going to just hop right into it. So coming in at number 3 was the 1999 Pin Spark set, and that's no surprise. I'm actually surprised some of our shoes didn't make the top 3, but our little Pin Spark beige set, $19.99, lowest price in 30 days. We had $9.99 basically, $10 per piece. Very chic, super soft. I'm in a size small, available in different colors. That was our third place find this evening. Then coming in second place were our jeans, our drawstring jeans. And they are really cute, comfortable, elastic waist. They fit really nice on. I love the drawstrings. Such a good deal. I'm glad I picked these up, and I'm glad that they fit. So I have them on with my little Sherpa sandals. I'd probably wear heels, honestly, but like I said, they're nice wide leg, not too wide, not too loose. They fit really nice in the hips, super flattering, and really, really comfortable. Those were second place. Amazon customer Lisa saying trench coat, the 2-piece lounge set, and the necklace. Well, you were close with the lounge set, but then coming in first place was our bag for $42.99. Very sleek. This is the large, also available in the black. I think the black is only available in the medium. This is the large, just so you guys know. You can get it in a smaller size too. It's really nice quality. Like a pebbled vegan leather, really soft. You got the little buttons on the side here. I like the large because it's a really nice tote date bag for every day, for work, for the office. Fit everything in there. Very, very sleek. Such a good find. And a great price point on that as well. So yeah, I love the design on that. Love the design. Leslie goes, oh gosh, if I had got here early, I would have known what products were popular. I know we had actually a lot of popular products today. We had a lot really tied for 4th and 5th. We probably would have had like 5 or 6-way ties for 4th and 5th, but those were the ones that came in clearly in the top 3. So that wraps up our show for Sunday. Like I said, it'll be up in the air if we do deals tomorrow. As long as I get all the promo codes for our new arrivals, which I think you're going to love because they are like, some of them are classic, some of them are trendy. I think you're going to love them. That's going to be Tuesday. Wednesday, we're hosting on Govee Life, and then I think that's the schedule for the rest of the week. And then on the weekend, we're going to have our try-on and our save or splurge. So, yeah, the ankle boots are so good, too. We had 2 different ones. We had this one with the sock. This one with the sock boot. And then we had this one here with the really cute, a little bit different, but these are really nice too. And I like more of that pointed toe. They look really expensive. $36.99 for those. So you can't go wrong. I wear both of them quite a bit. Just depends on the look that I'm going for or the color.